Around the world, there are some seriously strong individuals, but none quite like Mariusz Pudzianowski. He's a living force of nature, a towering figure packed with raw muscle and power, who's completely reshaped what it means to be strong, both inside the ring and out. Mariusz isn't just about lifting cars or hauling massive logs. He's about dominating his opponents, crushing egos, shattering expectations, and obliterating anyone who dares to challenge him.
Spectacular location for this event. 8 lifts.
So, what happens when a cocky, overconfident fighter decides to step up and face this powerhouse in a real fight? Let's dive in and see.
Pudzianowski, the defending World's Strongest Man champion, and this, remember,
Mariusz Pudzianowski is a one-of-a-kind athlete. He knows better than anyone that his incredible strength as a strongman has the potential to take him to the top of any arena he enters. But what really stands out in his career is his mind-blowing achievement of winning the world's strongest man competition 5 times. A feat that not only broke records, but solidified his status as a living legend in the sport.
amazing 25.05.
Any question why he's 5 times?
But Mariusz didn't stop there. After dominating the world of strongman competitions, he made a surprising move into mixed martial arts. It was a transition that raised a lot of eyebrows, but it also highlighted his incredible versatility and unmatched courage. In his very first pro fight, Mariusz faced Marcin Najman. It didn't take long for him to show that he wasn't there to fight by the book. He was there to bring a raw, street-fighting mentality into the ring. After his first 3 fights, Mariusz earned the opportunity to face the legendary Eric Butterbean Esch.
To było coś strasznego, jak można zepsuć chemię.
Czekamy, Mariusz spokojny. Powinien po tym lewym prosty Mariusz schodzić w nogi, taka była taktyka przygotowana.
Now, facing the world's strongest man would intimidate most, but Butterbean wasn't having any of it. He stepped into the ring with unwavering confidence, ready to showcase his impressive boxing skills. But in the end, it was Pudzianowski who emerged victorious. He pulled off a perfectly executed takedown and nearly left Butterbean with a face no one would recognize. These incredible feats eventually led Mariusz to a showdown with one of boxing's most legendary figures, Bob Sapp. Known for his jaw-dropping size and strength, Sapp wasn't just a physical powerhouse. He built his reputation with over-the-top antics that often stirred up controversy and made headlines before his fights.
I'm strong. Do vagina. Bye-bye.
When it was announced that Sapp would face Mariusz, who had already transitioned into MMA, Sapp jumped at the chance to stir up drama, provoking both his opponent and the crowd with his usual flair.
Oh my God! Ah, Polish sausage! Oh my God, more nuts!
But once the bell rang, Mariusz wasted no time shutting down the cocky fighter. It didn't take long for him to dismantle Sapp in a way that left the big man thoroughly humiliated.
16 i pół dziana rozpoczyna dewastującą pracę.
Then, something even more astonishing happened. When Marius squared off against the Brazilian jiu-jitsu legend, Rolas Gracie, things didn't go well for Gracie. However, it was Marius's lightning-fast victory over the massive Senegalese fighter, Bombardier, that truly sent shockwaves through the MMA world. The strongest athlete on earth needed only 18 seconds to take the giant down.
Mariusz Pudzianowski! It's an absolute knockdown!
Up until this point, we've seen Marius's brutal dominance, easily wiping out his opponents in less than one round. But everything changed when he faced off against Erko Jun.
Kicks and the punches, and just look at the concentration. Partisan crowd in, and really landing the shots. The left hand catches Pudzianowski again, and there again, those big heavy hands. Pudzianowski.
The bodybuilder from Bosnia really tested Marius, pushing his fighting skills and endurance like no one else had.
Catches Pudzianowski again, and there again, those big heavy hands. Pudzianowski tries to take it to the mat. Jun doesn't want to go.
Marius almost ended the fight by the end of the first round. But Erko Jun, stuck in a bad spot, surprised everyone by lasting longer than anyone expected.
Be in a world of pain. Jun has not survived this position before, and this is...
In the end, though, Jun's endurance couldn't hold up past the second round. Marius took control and finished the fight with relentless ground and pound.
He's allowed Pudzianowski to pass, and I think this marked the beginning of the end here for Erko Jun.
He's thinking about taking an arm for a second. Pudzianowski strategy. Sit low on the hips, keep punching. Referee giving a warning here. This looks close.
Well, that's it. It's all over.
Next came Łukasz Jurkowski, a seasoned MMA fighter who had been a major focus leading up to his clash with Marius.
Jeszcze ja, panowie, na szybko. Mariusz, gdzie zaparkowałeś ten słynny ciągnik z przyczepą? I czy myślisz, że...
But what really set this fight apart wasn't just the star power of both men. It was the way Jurkowski carried himself before stepping into the cage.
Mariusz Pudzianowski!
Once the bell rang, Jurkowski's bravado was no match for Marius's deadly, unstoppable attacks.
Piła Pudzianowskiego znów wzięła